Hey plant moms and dads, welcome to Just How I Planted. I am Shantae, and if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is part 2 of my houseplant tour 2021, and if you have not seen part 1, I will link it in the description below. This is part 2. And there probably should be a part 3 because it is quite lengthy. So I'd love it if you would join me over on Instagram. I will put my handle right here. And if you haven't already, you can check me out on justhowiplanted.com, where I sell custom made houseplant pot holders. So go ahead. I will link all of that below for you. And hopefully you could stick through to the end. And let's get ready for part 2 of the houseplant tour. All right, so we are going to start where we left off, which is my hallway going up the stairwell. So coming up here, we have my bird of paradise, and this is the second one. I have one here, and then I have one diagonally. Never mind all that mess. That's a long story, but I have Big Bertha here. And I named this one, I think this one is Beulah. I don't really remember. Big Bertha and Big Beulah. So I paid $25 for this one from Costco last year. My sister called me. I don't even have a Costco card, but she's like, you got to get in here quick. They're $25. And so she stood there and let me get in with her card. And then this second one I got from Lowe's a few months ago. Lowe's? I believe it was Lowe's. Lowe's or Home Depot a few months ago. And there are 4 plants in one pot. And I think this was like $65 or something like that. It was much fuller, but I had a couple broken leaves I had to trim off, and then it had thrips, and yeah, so it's coming back. This is a very resilient plant, very easy care plant. If you want something that's gonna make a big statement, that's low fuss, get you a bird of paradise. So this one I have in soil, and then this one up here I have in leca, and both do equally fine. So over in this window, this is like my cacti and succulents window, because this is a south-facing window. So I don't know the name of any of these cactuses. I'm just going to tell you that. This one I believe is a Mexican fence post cactus, and I got this from Etsy. This one is a euphorbia. I believe it's a euphorbia ingens. This one is a euphorbia stapilia gigantea. I said I didn't know the name, and then I proceeded to name them all. But I don't know. I really don't know the rest of them. This little one, I believe, is a euphorbia. I'm not sure. It just was weird looking, so I picked it up. And then here's another little cute cactus I got from Home Depot. This one, I don't know if this is a euphorbia or a cactus. It has spines, so it's leading me to believe that it's a cactus. It looks like a sea urchin or something. It's so weird looking, but it's weird and cute looking. I don't know. So I got that one. I'm not sure what this one is either. This is another big box store find. This one, I have no idea. This one was sold to me. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace, and I think it was sold to me as a fat thumb cactus. So when I got it, it was very short. And now that it's getting longer, I don't like the shape of it anymore. I've propagated all these little pieces that I've taken off, and it has like this film on it. I don't know if y'all know what it is. I tried rubbing alcohol on it. I don't know. So the new growth comes in green. Can you see? Let me focus. The new growth comes in green, and then it starts scaling like this. So I don't know if that's some sort of bacteria or something. So if y'all know, can y'all let me know? Over to the left, I have a yucca plant, and I got this on Facebook Marketplace for like $60. Such a good deal. I live in Maryland, and one of my clients, I do hair sometimes. One of my clients lives in Virginia, and the girl selling this lived in Virginia. And I was like, can you pick this up for me? And then we snuck it in the house, and my husband never even noticed it was here. So the yucca I was telling you downstairs is not doing anything for me. If you have watched the first part, this is what I want it to look like. Like if I chopped it, so once you chop a yucca, it starts branching, but I don't know, they seal it with something. So I don't know what to seal it with. I guess I could Google it. And then I don't know how much longer, like how many years it will take for it to branch out like this. But this is what I would love for my yucca to look like. All is fabulous. Like the other one is kind of boring. Let's go on upstairs. Welcome to my boho bedroom. If you saw my boho bedroom makeover, then you are familiar with this space. Let's start over here to the left in this empty basket. The plant that's supposed to be in here is currently dying on the porch. It is the corn plant or the Dracaena. So it usually goes in this space. And then I've moved so many things because it's summertime. Some things are outside. So this is usually filled with plants. But right now there's just a philodendron micans, which was one of my wish list plants for such a long time. And so it is very easy care. I just bottom water it like every week or so. I have a snake plant here. I'm not sure what kind. I have a faux fern up here because I don't water my plants enough to have a fern like that. Over on this side, this is my husband's side, so sorry about whatever mess is down there. I have another snake plant here, and then I have a beautiful ponytail palm. This is such an easy care plant. It holds all of its water in this base, and so I literally water it maybe like once a month, and then I forget about it. And you see how long it is. I've had this since last summer, and it's doing amazing. I have this philodendron burrow marks, which I had on my side, but it was leaning for the sunlight like so severely. So I just moved it over here this week, and this is a south facing window. So I had more cacti just filling this windowsill, but I've moved some things outside. I'm not sure what kind of cactus this is, and the lighting is terrible. I'm sorry. But it's putting out a lot of babies, so I will probably let these get a little bit bigger, and then I'll propagate those maybe next summer. I have another strange looking cactus here that I got off of Facebook Marketplace as well. Going over to my window, I have this Monstera deliciosa, and it is leaning towards the light, so it is time for me to rotate this plant as well. Doing very well. I combined two plants into one because I'm like, I have too many plants. It's time to downsize. And then I made one plant from two plants and then bought like 16 more plants. So it's like, who am I kidding? Like, you have a lot of plants that like, it's not gonna make a big difference. So hanging from this planter, I have a oxalis. It's the purple kind. I don't know. We saw the green one downstairs, so I just love this plant. I love how it closes in the evening, and when it's thirsty, it talks to you, lets you know. I have a Hoya australis, which I picked up from Home Depot a few months back, and I put a whole bunch in one pot, and this is in leca. I have a what are you? I'm sure it's on here. Why don't I just read it? A peperomia hope. Yes, so this hope is starting to trail a little bit. I hope that it does great things this summer. I have another peperomia. What are you? Peperomia. Of course, I peeled the label off. I think peperomia cupid something or another. I don't remember. So I'm going to try to train it to like go up along this pole here. Right underneath that, I have a fire stick. So I believe this is a euphorbia. And then I have a Rex begonia. This is my daughter's plant. I started picking up pink and purple plants for her to keep in her room, but I forget about them in her room, so I just have brought them in my room so I can remember to water them. So I guess they're my plants now. I have this, what are you? A ficus. I forget the name of it. It's variegated and it lost all of its leaves because I keep forgetting to water it. So I ordered some leca. I'll be transferring this into leca. Hopefully today the leca will arrive. This is a ficus. Is this the Taniki? I just get so confused. I have like 2 or 3 or 4 different kinds and I just keep forgetting the names of them. So this is another ficus here. And then back here I have a roadkill cactus, I believe it's called. And then I have another, sorry, it's hard to see, another euphorbia here, all in my south facing window. I have a beaver tail cactus. I believe that's a beaver tail cactus. It's 2 side by side. I have a ripsalis of some sort, which this is a wish list plant of mine. I was so happy to find it in Home Depot. So I think I bought 2, put it in 1 pot. I have these 2, it's actually 3 dying aloes. They're not dying, but they're not doing anything. I've had them for like 3 years and I don't think they've grown like hardly at all. Another beaver tail cactus. I have 3 in 1 pot, and then I separated them because back then I didn't have enough plants and now I have too many, so maybe they should go back in the same pot. I have a cylindrical snake plant, something like that, Sansevieria cylindrica, and it's putting out so much new growth. And when I got this plant, I just absolutely loved like the 4 stalks that it had. So when the little ones get, I don't know, I might separate the little ones out of there and put them in their own pot. I don't know, like I need another plant to water. All right, so I have another, don't mind this. I use this to like stake in my plants. I have another beaver tail roadkill cactus, and I guess it looks like roadkill because it's like super flat. And then I have a blue, I believe this is a blue torch or blue flame, something like that, cactus. And I got this from Etsy or Facebook Marketplace. I have 2. Then this is new. This was definitely not on my last houseplant tour. This is I believe a Peruvian apple cactus, and I got this from Etsy, and I am so in love with it. And it came as a cutting, so I don't believe it has rooted yet. I'm just going to leave it alone and it'll root on its own. I have another cactus that I got from Etsy. I'm not sure, not Etsy, Facebook Marketplace. So last year I bought just this 1 piece, and then this is all that it has produced so far. And this little piece in the middle is just so tiny that I'm thinking I want to maybe hack it here, hack it there. I don't know if I should even keep this piece, but just propagate this as a whole another piece and hope that the piece that grows from here is bigger than that. I don't know what's going on with it. I have some little succulent, I'm not sure. Okay, you see the name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but I forget about this plant a lot. You know, it's doing okay. I have that there. Then over here, so many more plants to go. I have a bunch of Hoya australises. So I bought several pots because I could not believe I found them at Home Depot, and I bought like 6 pots, and so I have them all over the place. I have a syngonium here. This is also my daughter's plant. You see it's pink, and it has some crispy pieces because it was forgotten about in her room, so that's why it's currently in my room. I have a night owl Sansevieria. When I first got this, I thought it was a moonshine because of how pale the leaf was, but then I started noticing that the rest of the leaves, you know, did not look like a moonshine. So I was like, oh, I think that's a night owl. More Hoyas over here, Hoya australis. I have I believe this is an philodendron imperial red. I got it as a cutting for free at a nursery I visited, and I thought it was a Rojo Congo, which I already have, but the leaf is slightly darker, so I think it's an imperial red. Can y'all let me know if you know? I have another Hoya. I believe this is also an australis. This was also a free cutting I got from the same nursery. I have a crinkle 8 that I'm trying to propagate. I have no idea if it has rooted or not. I'll have to check on it later. Oh, I forgot I have a dying Dieffenbachia here. Well, it's dead. It's not dying, it's dead. So we're gonna never mind that. Here's my philodendron Rojo Congo. I got this from Lowe's, I believe, last year, and I got it on sale for like $16, and it has a new shoot coming as well. I totally forgot my plants that I have hanging above my window, and hopefully you can see this is a snake plant. I believe it's a Laurenti, and yep, it's doing well. Last summer I put it outside and it was almost in direct sun, and it just did amazing. So I probably will put it back outside again this summer, but I just wanted to make sure I filmed this video before I started putting everything outside. Over here I have one of my favorites, but I hardly ever pay attention to it because it's like hanging up here. I have my Hoya obuvata, and this is just such an easy plant. It is also in leca, and it loves the south facing window. Very low maintenance plant, and that's my favorite type of plants, low maintenance. And then here I have a philodendron Birkin, and I don't know, this plant doesn't do much for me. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't know, I'm not pressed over it like some people are. I just recently hung it up here above this window on this reef hook, and yep, so it's just been happy there, I guess, for the 2 days that it's been there. Over to the right, this is my prayer plant family and my Calatheas. So I have this, what is it? I don't know the name of my plants. The Maranta, the red Maranta. And as you can see, I need to water it. So it just rained the other day, so I'm going to take it outside and let it bottom water in some rainwater that I have collecting outside. I have this Never Never plant that I put in leca, and it's not doing much. I don't know what's up with it. I have this medallion Calathea, which was doing really well, and then I don't know, it just started crisping and yellowing. So I don't know if it has some sort of bacteria infection. I'm gonna transfer it to leca first of all, and yeah, I don't know, I have to work on it. And then I have this, somebody told me this in my last video, Maui, Calathea Moi, something like that. So this one is also starting to act out too, which you know, it's a Calathea, you know, what else do you expect? I have it in a self-watering pot. It has rainwater, so I don't know why it's acting like that. I have a, what here, I don't remember the type of begonia. I found this on the clearance rack, and so I picked it up. And oh, we have two more things. We have another struggling aloe over here that I forget all the time, but somehow it's still growing. And then I have this beautiful teddy bear palm. Like, I wish you guys could touch it. It's so soft, and that's why it has the name teddy bear palm. You can probably see how fuzzy it is, and this is just such an easy plant for me, and it is trailing and it's very cute. Oh, then I have some faux syngoniums trailing down the side of my cabinet. Here in my master bathroom, I had so many more plants, but I started moving everything around. I have this raindrop peperomia, which has recently been transferred into leca, and it's doing okay. I have a bird's nest fern here, which is such an easy plant for me. I have a alocasia poly, which was in my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. I need to put it back in there because it loves the humidity, but it had spider mites, so I brought it in my bathroom so I could shower it, keep it in the shower until we made sure that was clear. I have my fiddle leaf fig, which is finally putting out new growth, and it's giving me 3 leaves at once. I guess it's making up for lost time. I have it in leca, and it's been in leca for about a year now, and even this second one is giving me a little bit of new growth as well. So this is my third. I have 3 fiddle leaf figs, and they're not as difficult as people like to make them seem. This one does not live by a humidifier or anything, and it even lives next to a vent, and it's doing okay. Okay, as you can see, I had plants hanging here. I just started moving everything. Like, I don't know. The plants in my bathroom get neglected sometimes because I don't spend a lot of time up here. I have a satin pothos that is trailing very long, and I need to propagate that. I have a peperomia. I'm not sure what kind of peperomia it is. I'm into peperomias lately because they're so easy. So when I see one, I just pick one up. I have this Hoya pupa calyx splash, which I got from Etsy, and this one I discovered mealybugs on it like a week ago, so I treated it, and I'm gonna have to keep remembering to treat it. And luckily it's like hanging up here kind of isolated by itself. Now it is hanging right above this peperomia, so I don't know if that's isolated enough, but I just hose it down and take rubbing alcohol to each leaf, and then spray it with neem oil and castor soap and castle soap, some kind of soap. And so far I haven't seen any more mealybugs, but this is also in leca as well. Very easy plant for me. And hanging from the other side in an identical pot, I have this Hoya Wayetii, and it has like some sun stress on it. If you can see, it's a little purple. This one is also in leca, and this plant gets neglected because it's in my bathroom. But I mean, it's pretty low fuss. Even though I neglected it, it's still holding on. Oh, look, and it's time to repot it. The roots are going crazy, so I definitely need to do that sometime soon. Down here, I have a, what kind of fern is this? Some sort of fern. I don't know. It's a fern, and it's doing okay. And then I have this dying Christmas fern thing. I don't know. I should just throw this in the trash. I don't want to throw it in the trash because it's still a living thing, but it's not doing well at all. Alrighty, welcome to my guest bedroom where plants come to die. Look at this. This is crazy. In my mind, I wanted this just to be a nice plant room, but it's a guest bedroom, and I don't hardly ever come in here, so the plants in here get neglected. I just recently transferred this begonia into leca, and it's like falling out of the pot. The leaves are crispy. I had it in my greenhouse cabinet, but I think the light was too high and it burnt everything. So I need to prune the leaves. I need to chop some stuff and propagate some things, and I just need to start over on this begonia. It was a clearance begonia, actually. I got it for $4. Well, one I got for $4 and one I paid full price for. So, you know, what can you do? I have another begonia that is also in leca, and this one is doing well. I had some crunchy leaves, but I've started giving it distilled water and rainwater, and so the new leaves are looking much better. In my greenhouse cabinet, I have, let's open it up. I I have a Hoya Hindu rope here, and I bought this off of Etsy as well. I have a philodendron Brazil, and then I have a Hoya. The crazy thing about having your plants in here is that you don't get to truly appreciate the new growth. Like, I haven't even seen this new leaf that's come in. So I do need to get in here and wipe everything down, because once you get pests in this cabinet, like, that's no fun. So I need to get in here, do some maintenance. I have this raindrop peperomia propagation. So when I propagated it, I think it's gotten like 2 or 3 new leaves since I've propagated it. So I just have it in soil, and then I have the wicking, what are these, yarns or whatever, and I just have it sitting in water. I have this little fountain here, but the fountain has since stopped working, which was helping to boost the humidity. I don't know, I think I burnt the motor out. I have a Chinese money plant in here, also in leca. When I first transferred this plant to leca, it did not like it, and it lost all of its leaves, but I just kept it in this cabinet, and after like 6 months it finally came back. I have this Calatheas Sabrina. I don't know what to do. Did y'all see my video when I transferred this over from soil? Like, I just don't know. Like, it's in leca, it's getting all the water it can possibly want. It gets rainwater, distilled water, it's in the humidity. Like, I don't know what it wants from me, so I don't know. I have some sort of fern, also in leca, and I have another fern. This came with like one of those trios. I think I got a rubber plant, a Calathea, and this fern. So I really didn't even want this plant, and so I have this in leca because I kept forgetting to water it. So that's there, and then right next to it I have this pothos, golden pothos, which is on a totem pole. So for some reason last year, I guess I was still fairly new to plants, I put this in my south facing window for like 3 days, and it fried. Like, all the leaves fell off. And so now it's the growing season. It lives right next to this greenhouse cabinet, so it's getting the artificial light here, and then I also have west facing light coming from this window. Over here I have a cactus. What are you? I want to say a prickly pear. No, that's not a prickly pear. I don't remember what this is. A Punthia, maybe? I believe I got these cuttings from Facebook Marketplace. I have this tiny little cactus that I got from Facebook Marketplace as well. Another beaver tail cactus. Another random cactus. Another snake plant. I think these are propagations. I think I propagated these 2 leaves, and then I have these new shoots coming out. Another sort of Sansevieria that I picked up from Lowe's. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know. Oh my gosh, see, I don't pay attention in here. It has little babies. This is my, I think it's a monkey tail cactus, I believe. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I want this pot to be fuller, so I'm gonna have to cut and propagate it. But it's putting out little offshoots. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So I'm gonna put this outside for the summer, because I wanted to give, oh crap, about to drop a plant. I wanted to give me all the new growth like that it has to give. I have this little succulent. This is my daughter. She picked it out and she named it Stella. And then I have another night owl that I found at Home Depot. And then I have this watermelon peperomia. I think I'm gonna put this in leca as well. When I bought it from Walmart, it was already struggling like this. So I need to doctor it up. On this wall hanging from these macrame hangers, I have a ZZ plant And then I have a, what are you? Some sort of Dracaena, and it has these crispy edges because when I first got it, I put it like right in the windowsill, and I didn't know like this plant, it wants to be far away from the window. So the new growth is doing much better. I do need to come in here and cut off these burnt pieces, but you know, life is busy. And then I have another Dracaena that also has crispy pieces. Like, this is such a low maintenance plant, but sometimes it's so low maintenance that I think like I don't have to take care of it. And so that's what was happening. I was forgetting to water it, and it was so like all the leaves were wilted all the time. I thought that's what the plant was supposed to look like. But I put one of these the little bottles with the terracotta spikes in it, and ever since then it has been doing much better. So I do need to come trim these edges off, and then I pushed it away from the window so it's not like burning the edges. Forgot to show you my outdoor plants. We have another blue torch over here. Then here we have a I believe it's a bunny ear cactus. This is my beautiful Joseph's coat. I just love how crazy looking it is. This one, I'm not sure what the name of it is. I got this from Etsy. I actually bought this one, and this one all together. What else do we have? I have this beautiful, well, used to be beautiful Chinese fan palm. Please somebody help me. If y'all know what I'm doing with it. I had it, I brought it home. Within a week, it was crisping, and I had it in a north facing window. I don't know, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I was trying to keep the soil moist. I don't know. So leave me some tips in the comments if you have any. I have a Majesty palm which was doing well, and then I don't know, I moved it outside and it started crisping up, so it's definitely getting too much sun. I have two, what are these? I believe they are alocasia odoras or caladoras. I have two of them right here, two large ones. And then I have a smaller one here that I just transferred into leca. Then I have a bunch of things out here. Some of them were in the last houseplant tour, but I have since moved outside. I have a Dracaena. This is not doing too well. I should just move it back in the house. Dracaena here, and then another sort of Dracaena here. I'm not sure the types, either of these. I have lots of snake plants. It was my intention to line like my whole backyard with snake plants. And so I just have these three rectangular pots. I have I think this is a Calatheas actually, and it was doing great. And then I moved it outside and the wind has like torn it up. So I might have to move this back inside. Moving plants outside in the summer, like, I don't know. My luck has not been the greatest. I just moved this prayer plant. This was in the house as well, so we're not even going to touch on that. And then I have another Dracaena that I had to hack all the way back because it was dying. And I had this plant for a while. It was an easy care plant, and then I think it just had some type of bacterial infection, and it went downhill from there. Thank you for coming along with me on this houseplant tour. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and then comment down below in the comment section that you subscribe so I can greet all my new subscribers. And until next time, happy planting.